wszystkich na kanale Freedmore Play. Zapraszam do kolejnego odcinka z serii Starfield. To już 7. odcinek. To co? Dokończymy tę misję, bo ostatnio jakoś się nie udało. Bo kurde, ta misja była tak długa, że niby myślałem, że już koniec, a tu nie ma. A tu końca nie widać, co nie? Ale spoko. Dobra. I się przesuniemy. No, to co? Ogólnie później jeszcze chciałem może puścić Last Epoch. Dobra, co ja miałem zrobić? Wrócić tam znowu do tej. Ciekawe, którym level maksymalnie to można osiągnąć. W monitorku widzę odbicia.
So, what happened? So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Yes, you're right. I need to reevaluate all the existing data. Who knows what else we can get out of it? I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
No problemu. Siema Anita. Jesteś pierwsza, patrz. Normalnie unbelievable. Dobra, proste gniazdo. Wróć do loży. O, siema do... No, powoli się będą schodzić. Ta planeta będzie super, tylko właśnie cały czas myślę o tym, bo ja mam tutaj takie... O, jaka... przebity skrytobójca. To od niej chyba dostałem. Zniechcenie, niewielka szansa na zdemoralizowanie celu. Zabójca plus 15% przy celowaniu. Przeciwpiechotne. 10% do obrażeń zadawanych ludziom. Mały magazynek, wysoka moc. Spoko. To jest w zasobach. Pancerz. właśnie ta walizka. I ta walizka. Tu mam to złote, to ja nie wiem, czy nie będę ścigany ten. Znajduję się na posterunku, jak tam dzisiaj. No, dzisiaj zobaczymy, co nie? Mam punkt, nie mam punkciku. Ale chciałbym trochę w to pograć, a potem jest Last Epoch chyba. Siema, Hili. Oni tutaj amunicję tylko sprzedają. Jakbym mógł gdzieś tutaj zostawić tą walizkę. Bo ja wiem, że na stówę mnie General Store. Może ten będzie chciał kupić.
Everyone needs to take a look around. It's a good bet. Here.
No to jest to, co on ma. Sprzedaj. Kili, jednak miałeś rację, to dzisiaj jest ten polski. Znaczy Last Epoch spolszczona, ten patch. Już ściągnąłem ogólnie, wiesz. No, 267. O. Ładownia prawie zapełniona. Za dużo nie przy ten. Dobra. Spadamy stąd. Chociaż zobaczę jeszcze, co ja tam mam takiego. Jak zwykle utknę w sklepie. 9 stroje, 15 amunicja, notatki, wszystko. No właśnie powiem ci, Hili, że zagrałbym w tego Epoka, wiesz? Bo mnie bardzo ciekawi. Ona naprawdę fajna gra.
That's not a problem. And your spring... Anything I can help you with? I'm sure you can find something you like.
Jakie statki na sprzedać, patrz. To ma bardzo dużo ten. Ale nie ma w ogóle tego pomiędzy. Są... Ten jest dobry. Ile to kosztuje? Moje kredyty. No, kosztuje 72 000, czy jak to jest? Wartość. No, to jest oddzielna wartość. IM. Broń energetyczna niszczy osłony balistyczne, kadłub. To jest fajne. Ten to już w ogóle. Co to jest za kolos? Ile te... Tylko nie wiem właśnie ile ten. Zbadaj, sprzedaj. Nie no, nie chcę sprzedać statku.
Yes. Can I get an invoice?
What you need one of those for?
Corporate policy.
Dobra, wychodzimy stąd. Zapiszę ogólnie. Zanim wylecimy. Żeby sprawdzić, czy to prawda z tym właśnie bagażem. Tylko nawet nie wiem, komu to mogę upchnąć. Tą walizkę. To są te statki, co przylatują i odlatują. Może jego mogę buchnąć. Ale duży skubany, co?
Do you need all of that?
Ja jeszcze tu wrócę. I'll be back. Kanapka. Ciekawe, czy tutaj jest...
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Cone, where his stargazing landed him.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
No to leci. Wszyscy trzymali. Ale dobra, ogólnie zmieniłem na donate, sobie zrobiłem w końcu tą muzyczkę. Nie wiem, czy to w ogóle działa, ale spoko. Się kiedyś okaże. Dobra, tam mamy lecieć to. Jak to jest? Układy... A, bo miałem jeszcze raz zapisać, co nie? Zapisz. Puste. Bo będzie zaraz... I skaczemy. 1, 2, 3. A dzięki, Anita. No, jakoś teraz było. Aha, zaraz zobaczymy. O, szansa na niewykrycie. No i tak jak mówiłem, atakujemy. Evacuation. Lecieć po 300. Who the hell? Co to było? Niby nawet nie podpisane. Ale dzięki wielkie. Coś za test był chyba, co? Chyba za głośno mam w ogóle tego donate'a, muszę go wyciszyć. A kurde, znowu. Dobra, zapomniałem, że ten zagapiłem, co to za cieszynka.
Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
Wiedziałem, że przez tą...
So much fun.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
Pewnie będzie jakiś układzik. Ups. O, siema łysy.
You're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. It appears that you have a background in cyber running. Perfect. Information gathering is one of our top priorities around here. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
Siema Maty. Mati.
You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Gibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do? Actually, we send those out with the H-15 welcome packet, but you must have overlooked it. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. Are we really playing this game? The pirates, like the ones you tangled with on Vectera? Please stop pretending you have no idea what I'm talking about.
O, to spoko.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway.
Mhm.
We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor.
Cześć, Mirku.
So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
Dobra, przyjmuję ofertę.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go.
Dobra, idziemy.
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Excuse me.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Widzisz coś przez to?
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikonde should be waiting for you.
A ten co? Za mną tak chodzi wszędzie? Nawet do paki był? Wszedł? Dziwne. No już. Co, nie możemy wejść? Czy zejść?
Yes?
Może tą winną tam jeszcze raz trzeba. Tylko tego Józka przechodziłem tam na dół, żeby ten... Tam winda pewnie na dół pojedzie. Cześć Elizabeth, witam cię. Lift. Coffee.
Pardon. Yes.
Howdy.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I
Spoko,
want to
Elizabeth.
introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, You're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. It certainly does. So listen up. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship and you're looking at some serious fines.
Brzmi
I
nieskomplikowanie.
hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place. That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this, so let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. Good luck.
Good luck. Co tam widzisz? Kubek? Bym go zakosił, ale to...
Hello.
Yes?
Bitcoin? Idzie do góry i w dół. No tam coś jest nie tam.
Excuse me.
No idź tam. Excuse me. Me excuse you. Dzień dobry. Ktoś to otworzy? No jak ja mogę tam przejść?
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
No ale ja tam nie mogę pójść.
Pardon.
Jakiś problem chyba. Może tędy trzeba jakoś przejść pod tym. Tędy się nie da, tędy nie. Może tu na dole jest coś.
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Hello.
Jesteśmy na mostku.
Howdy. Yes, what? Yes, what?
Dobra, wychodzę. O, tam jest mój statek. Dobra, co ja muszę zrobić? Jak ja stąd wyjść mogę? No to jest very interesting, że ja tu nie mogę wyjść.
Excuse me.
Wróć do loży. A to jest ten inny ten. Może muszę tą misję wybrać właśnie. Kurde, wszystkie głębokie konspiracje. Właśnie. I teraz gdzie mam iść? No, tak jak mówiłem.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now's an appropriate time to be discussing these things. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. Let me know if you need anything else.
Znaczy dobrze, spadamy. Na jakąś walkę bym poprosił. Siema Mike. Mike.
Pardon.
Pardon. Idziemy na nasz statek. I lecimy na Szczecin.
All is well, Captain. All things considered.
Oui. Oddokuj. To gdzie ja mam teraz lecieć? Co to za... O misji, udał się do Sydonii, dobra. Lądujemy. Mike, chyba z tobą się witałem, co nie? No już sam nie wiem. O.
I'd hate to live my whole life in a bubble.
Sidonia.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double.
Keep it simple or keep to yourself, and everyone will be happy. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, you don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. You don't guess. You know that. And you better know it if you want to keep...
I know the Deimos employees here on Mars think I'm unfair.
Aha, to jest kibel.
What they don't know is that I've saved
To nie.
I feel like a superhero here.
I'll never forget that you helped us finally catch that crazy bastard. Hey, you looking for more work? I'm wondering if you might be up for doing me a favor of the personal kind, off the books. Yeah, well, see ya.
Dobra, idziemy tam.
Not many places older than Aquila. This. Old stories, old planet.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
Jakie wrażenia? Sorry. Gra super. Mnie się podoba. To jest takie, no, falloutowe. Najpierw chcę pohandlować, zobaczę, co mogę u niego sprzedaj. Nadal nie mogę tamtej walizki. Chyba że już ją... Nie chciałem tego sprzedać. Jaki to jest bezsens. Dobra.
Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right? See you around.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning down contraband. Well, if that doesn't take the cake. Or not take the cake.
Oh yeah. Well, I got some bad news for you, love. This location doesn't buy shit like that when you see security sitting a stone's throw from the front door. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
My faith in the seedy underbelly of the settled systems is restored.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. I'm glad you're still with us.
Jeszcze muszę zobaczyć, czy ja mam tu w ogóle tą skrzynkę. Różne. Już nie mam, kurde. To lipa. 20 000 poszło. No, widać, że Bethesda robił tę gierkę, mają taki specyficzny klimat, bardzo podobny z tego z Fallouta. No, bardzo podobny. Dobra. Ale graficznie jest bardzo ładny. Mnie się bardzo podoba. Na przykład popatrz na tę babkę. Ogólnie no ten ubiór, co nie, ten no włosy to tam okej.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Super.
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, sure. If the Trade Authority won't even deal with the shipment of that crap, where else you gonna go? Just cool your thrusters for a minute before you wreck this deal for the both of us.
This whole thing's given me the worst sort of deja vu.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over! Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Dobra. To idziemy na... Nie, tutaj jest ubikacja. Co to są włosy? Czy to jest takie... Nie, to nie są włosy. Dziwnie się patrzyła. Dobra, tu muszę iść. Poziom mieszkalny. A graliście może w Last Epoch? O,
Mars isn't forever.
cool. Cool. Go. To jest dużo takich, że możesz przechodzić koło kogoś i podsłuchać coś tam i wtedy
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, so whatever. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect the debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family. Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around. Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
Let's get that artifact to the lodge.
Mam nadzieję, że nic nie pożyczy. Benjamin. Ups, chyba toaleta nie dla mnie.
Careful near the railings on the upper.
something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Well, damn. If you want to make a name for yourself in this racket, you can't pull any punches. Still, you got my credits back, so it's not a complete loss. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
I'm ready to put a kick behind
10. poziom.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here. But there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
Hey, it's my personal safety.
Dobra, trzeba to robić.
Systems looking good, boss.
Dobra, to gdzie teraz lecimy?
It means, more than enough. As in, Corico has a superfluous amount of books.
O, tam coś jest. Europa. O, lecimy do Europy.
You're good enough to join our crew. You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
No problem.
This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies. Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Super.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
You know, I've dealt with a lot of phony tough guys and trash-talking pirates in my time, and most of them aren't worth the oxygen. But I'll tell you right now, Neva, she's the real deal.
Znowu lecimy. I turbo. Dobra. Coś tutaj mam zrobić. To co, tam czy tutaj na pewno? Chyba, że to trzeba było tu najpierw, a potem jeszcze zobaczę w planetach. To tu. Jak ja mam tam polecieć? Pluton, Minus, Saturn, Marcja, widzisz. Uran. Jest tutaj gdzieś znać drogę. Jak tu się lata w ogóle? Tu nie mogę zaznaczyć, tu nie mogę polecieć. Jeszcze raz. Saturn, Rea i Mars. Nie mogę, jak to jest trochę takie upośledzone do sterowania. No nic, jakoś sobie damy radę.
What are your intentions with these crewmen? Oh God, I do not know.
You should take that offer. Trust me when I say this will be easier face to face.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
Żadokujmy.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
O ty. Tak, już jest tam.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to.
Dobry wieczór, Malena.
Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? I will not murder a man in cold blood. You will have to kill us all first. You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead...
Is all that junk really necessary?
Thank you for letting us go.
I thought we were dead. I can't believe it.
So now what? They're gonna put me in a cis-death prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but
This unpleasantness
pretty damn
aside,
close.
the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
I thought we were dead. I can't believe it.
Nie, tu jest tego. Poszukałem. Napiszemy, zobaczyć, czy to mogę wziąć. Weźmiemy flachy. O. Dobra, spadamy stąd. Witaski wszystkim. Syczki, witaj.
Everything looks good at my station, Captain.
Super. Do doku i spadamy teraz do tej znowu. Teraz 22. Nara. Macie szczęście. Aha, teraz tam. O. Trzeba wybrać najpierw i potem ta R. Spoko. Teraz już będę wiedział.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one.
Damn Earth just don't know how to take a hint. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice?
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Starfield color.
Co się stało? O kurde. I co są to pozbierania? No, super.
Thanks for the help with Ecliptic. I had it under control, but definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Yeah.
better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos.
Szczątki statku kosmicznego. Jakie szczątki tam są? O kurde. Ja się chcę tam przelecieć.
Smugglers use walls like this to stay off the grid.
Co tu radiacja i co to jest jeszcze? Skafander. To jest jakiś zero na radiację. To nie. To nie jest chyba lepsze. Aha. To chyba będzie dobre. Tak czy nie? A to jest na te krople jeszcze. Ochrona skafandra wyczerpana. Czyli jakiś skafander. Kurde, nie mam jakiegoś dobrego. Budynek, tam chcę iść. Co my tu mamy? Super, teraz musimy zobaczyć, co tu można stąd wynieść. O ile można coś wynieść.
How do you even manage to carry all that?
Szybkie przewody, to jest jakaś apteczka. Nóż bojowy to nie chcę. Ogólnie coś chyba mogłem... nie, czy to... fizyczne. Tutaj mogłem już tą rangę, czy nie? A nie mogę. Ej, dobra. Wydolność. Pojawy naukowe. Mogę odblokować jeszcze lepszy ten. Możesz sobie zastosować silników manewrowych statku. To jest dobre chyba. O. A tutaj z tego... On poszedł, pilotaż. To ciekawy ten. Im więcej ludzi podróżuje w kosmosie, tym więcej pojawia się tych, którzy mają certyfikaty na pilotowanie przeróżnych. Myślę, że najpierw to weźmiemy, potem to. Broń rakietowa jest ulubiona. No. Dobra, tu nic ciekawego nie ma. W notatkach też nic nie ma.
see if you can get me vid reception. I'm missing my stories.
I co to wszystko? Czy to jest cały statek, tylko tam kawałek tego i... Mamy zbadano 3 z 3. Ciekawe, czy tu można gdzieś przywołać statek na przykład. No bo iść tak daleko. Jest właśnie takie... Wróć do stacji przybliżenia, mapa. Jakie dziwne odgłosy, co? Zobaczymy jeszcze tą jaskinię, o co tam chodzi. I będziemy kończyć na dzisiaj z tą gierką. Potem wchodzi Last Epoch. Zobaczymy, co to za gra. Znaczy, wiem, co to za gra, ale to spolszczenie, jak to poszło im. Bo jestem very ciekawy. Bardzo ciekawy jestem. Co to jest? Aż zapiszę normalnie.
I don't take photos of people. Sorry. Look at this place, right? Can you believe we're here? Seeing this? At this moment, I am an artist. I have some things, but probably nothing you want. Take a look.
Co on ma bronię? Jakieś kaszanki, amunicja wspomagacze. No co mógłby od nas kupić? Masz, sprzedam ci Lornet Kate'a. I co bym mógł wam ci jeszcze upchnąć? A bierz to. Nazwa, obrażenia, wartość, masa, typ.
This isn't your spot, is it? I'll be gone soon. Just need this picture. I bet you say that to every random person you meet on strange planets. Oh, jeez. You meant the actual literal view and not... Yeah, duh. Of course. Yes, it's nice.
Super. Znaczy to się zbyt dużo doszło. Siema, Ben.
You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion.
Tego się nie da. Co to jest tam? A dźwięk może tylko z jednej, co nie? No to chyba normalnie można sobie tak odpalić, czy nie? Tam nic nie ma. Skaner placówkę. Mhm. Co to tutaj wiesz? Dobra, chciałbym, żeby tu przyleciał tutaj. Za dużo dźwigam. Hmm. Coś metru muszę wracać teraz. Spoko, Mirku. Dobra, ja myślę, że ile to tam jest do tego? No niby widać. Dobra, to dobiegniemy jeszcze do statku i zapiszemy grę. Na dzisiaj ze Starfieldem będzie ok. I co będziemy, jak się podoba ci gra, chodzi po to w takim czasie? No fajna, szkoda, bardzo tutaj brakuje właśnie tego zwiedzenia razem, co nie? Budynek jakiś tam jest. No i mnie denerwuje ten cały czas ogólnie, ja mogę tu budować. Jest coś takiego jak wciskasz R chyba. Czy tu jest? Teraz nie mogę, ale jest, jeżeli jesteś blisko. Teraz nie mogę, kurde. Budynek. Element krajobrazu. Kurde, fajne są tu ten... Te bronie są fajne, co nie? Patrz, to jest 1, to jest taki shotgun. Dwójka to taki ten. Trójka to... Czwóreczka. Co tam jest? Ja bym tą planetę z chęcią zbadał. To może jeden odcinek poświęcony jakoś zbadaniu i budowaniu. To jest ten budynek. I tam też coś było. Budynek. No, ciekawe. Fajnie by było, jakby można było sobie takie łaziki brać do tego. No, ale jesteśmy już u siebie. Wchodzimy na ten stateczek. I co? Wyrobiłem się dokładnie prawie 2 godziny, więc dziękuję wszystkim bardzo za uwagę. Mam nadzieję, że się podobało. Troszkę się działo. No i co? Zobaczymy, co będzie się działo być może jutro. A tymczasem dzięki wam wszystkim za łapeczki, za donajciki, za lajciki i trzymajcie się. Dobranoc. Hej, hej.
Solomon Co would have given me a good whooping.